A rider once told the story of cruising through a busy intersection when a car started to merge into his lane. He revved the loud pipes, and the driver swerved back just in time. The rider swore those pipes saved his life that day, but later he got pulled over for a noise violation. Proof that loud pipes might save lives, but they don't save wallets. In this episode of the Motorcycle Podcast, we discuss the idea that loud pipes save lives. My crew today: Trevor Deck, motorcycle instructor of over 30 years, co-owner, operator of Too Cool Motorcycle School; Jim Pruner, writer, contributor to Web-Bike World; and Emily Roberts, writer, contributor to Motorcycle Mojo magazine. Today's topic: the idea that loud pipes save lives.
What? What? What?
I believe
Heard something.
I believe it's in Calgary in 2025. They are going to really crack down on noise pollution. So, if I'm not mistaken, some of the police officers are now given a device where they can really monitor the noise, either be from loud pipes from a motorcycle, loud pipes from a big truck, loud
Someone
pipes
yelling really loud.
Yeah, loud pipes when Jim starts talking. But loud pipes save lives. To me, and maybe I'm going to get some comments on this, man, but it's a crock. It's a crock. Somebody says to me, loud pipes save lives. I'm sitting in my car. I'm in my vehicle, whatever it might be. I don't hear Buddy with the loud pipes until he's beside me or past me.
It's true.
I don't get it, man. Jim, what are you doing? Putting the mods on your bike, man. I don't get it.
It's music to my ears, man. And I'll point out that I almost always hear the bikes with the modified exhaust.
Yeah.
I think I'll put an asterisk on this, that there is a fine line between too loud and loud, but I can hear them coming on the highway, coming up behind me, getting ready to pass me. I can hear them in traffic better when they're just idling. I don't know. Maybe I just have better hearing than some people in this group.
Whoa.
You guys said it. I don't know what the police are going to carry
Didn't
around
hear
with
anything.
them
What was that?
to measure this. Like someone's grumpy old grandpa. There are kids in their noise pipes. What is that?
I remember back in the day.
Because I remember when they did this in Edmonton a few years ago, they had like a scoreboard at an intersection that showed how loud your exhaust was, so that you could,
that'd be cool.
in theory, feel bad about it. And all it ended up turning into was like a
The
real
Rev
life
Fest.
video game.
Yeah, I
where
think it'd be
guys would-
fun.
where guys would go up to see who would have the loudest pipes underneath
Yeah.
the sun,
I
Look
think
at
that'd
that
be
speed
great.
sign there. I wonder if I could get it to go Wayne Gretzky 99.
You know what? Pipes people I've heard too. It's a head turner, right? So it's like a construction worker yelling at a pretty lady walking by, going, "Hey, nice, whatever." And it's the same thing. Pipes are the same thing. They force you to turn your head, but the thing is, when you turn your head, the person who turns the head is thinking, "What an idiot."
Well, maybe not all of them. Who knows? It might be a bunch of gyms out there in skirts who absolutely love the loud pipes.
I like the
only
skirt
like it when I
idea.
wear my skirt, I'll admit.
Well, I got to tell you,
I-
I love the way they sound, except when people are just being obnoxious with them. Yeah, they go under a bridge and they do the rev the airport tunnel. Yeah, you do that in the Ferraris and Lambos or some Civic with the
it sounds
cut
pretty
off.
good on most bikes when you go into a tunnel and you get to rev.
Yep, I'll give you
It
that.
does sound
It's a
cool.
pretty wonderful feeling. And I do agree, having a loud pipe, there's being able to ride a bike that is loud and powering like that is pretty incredible. I find that if I'm driving and there's a motorcycle coming the opposing way, I don't hear them until they're right beside me passing. And so I think that especially if it's for a safety feature like that, when you have oncoming cars, it doesn't really help you out. And I also think that when you do hear them at stop signs or stoplights and they're just idling, it might not be super overpowering, but it could still be that they're distracted and can't hear what's around them because of their own pipe. So I do think that there's a lot of benefit. It's the same as having music in. I call that distracted riding still, because you can't hear your surroundings. You don't have all senses firing
Tones are
to
tones.
understand your own safety.
Hey, it's a cool sound.
Yeah,
Don't get
but
me
doesn't
wrong.
it
It's a
improve?
cool sound,
Yes.
but don't add the moniker saves lives. Don't
Yeah.
add that.
If
just
you
makes
want
it
a loud
sound
pipe,
cooler.
then have a loud pipe. I think that
Yeah.
that's great. And I have a aftermarket exhaust on my street bike, and I love it. It sounds fantastic. It's not super loud, but it's amazing.
Yeah, but
But
do
Jim,
you say to
you're the
yourself,
mechanic guy.
hang on, Trevor, do
Like,
you
is
say,
it more performance or what?
yeah, but hang on, Trevor, do you say to yourself though, Emily, I have loud pipes and they sound cool, but do you say to yourself, I know they'll save my life?
No.
Good.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think
No.
there's any scientific evidence to back that up, but I don't know. It's if people like Emily would turn down their Backstreet Boys music in their cars, then they might hear them a little better too.
It's Britney Spears, okay?
I prefer in sync, but anyhow. But
I'm
Jim,
more of a
isn't
New
there an
Kids on the Block
advantage of
guy.
putting a pipe on though for like just for the engine itself, right? Because you're
No,
more of a mechanic guy than I am.
just on the old carbureted systems, you get if you have an open exhaust, you can get better gains that way. But on the new
There you go.
bikes that are injected, it's all about the flash and the ECU tuning. But you do get a little bit better performance and cooling from an open exhaust on modern bikes, but no, it's just not what it used to be.
And I sure like the look of some of them, like with the carbon fiber
Oh
and
yeah.
just the different, like
Oh,
the
it's cool.
Akrapovic. Like it is really cool. And it just, from the stock to that aftermarket, plus you're buying aftermarket, you're helping out another company that way as well. I just think it's the obnoxiousness of some that are going to get
Yeah,
the real finger wag.
and it's also the false sense of security. The thing that if you've convinced yourself that because I've got these, boom, 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 boom at the everywhere I go, that it's going to protect me somehow. I'm sorry, it's just a crock.
Yeah, and more things in your ears, like people ride with your earplugs, and it's hard. I used to be a sound engineer way back in the day, and to sometimes triangulate to find out where that sound comes from. Like hear an ambulance, and you're looking all over the place, right? But where is it really? Is it in front, to the side, whatever? So it makes it, with that sound, it's the awareness is there, but where it's coming from, you have to be able to identify that, and it's sometimes you just ride in a more visible location rather than worry about the audible
Hey,
sound of it.
it is so cool when you're in a group ride and you've got this rumble. Oh,
That's
it
cool,
is.
unless
It
it's
is
really
a.
loud in front of you on the highway. Then it's annoying
It certainly is.
for a long way. That's why we put them way at the back. Have your loud stuff right in the back, no problem. Scare bears behind us for 20 miles.
Have you seen
Just
these new exhausts that have like a switch or a lever on the bars where it can open or close baffles on the exhaust?
No kidding.
I've seen the butterflies inside
Yeah,
in
there's one
different
that I
forests.
saw out of Asia that has like a clamp that goes over the exhaust so that there's like a really small exit now so it's quiet and then you hit the lever and it opens up to wide open pipe on it. I think it's pretty cool.
So do
I
we have
think
to
all the
regulate
electric
this?
bikes should have an audio thing
Do we
now.
have to regulate these now? Do we need the police involved that we have to regulate this? Because apparently we can't regulate it ourselves.
It's true.
Well, I would like it if they would target all the Honda Civic owners that think their car
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
good with
Well,
a garbage
yeah.
can sized muffler on it. Yeah.
Or the music cranked up to about a 15. Yeah.
Hey, listen, watch out for that 86 Mustang, big stereo. Loved every bit of that.
As long
Wonderful
as
subwoofers. It's great.
But
And it
Emily,
was
if
in
you're doing
Metallica playing back then.
Emily, if you're doing a little off-roading though, you don't need that big noise.
No, I mean inherently, if you're riding a two-stroke, it's going to be a bit noisier than any four-stroke on the trail.
Sound.
And there are definitely loud exhausts for off-road vehicles. And sometimes there's more of a performance benefit, especially because there's still a number of off-road vehicles that are carbed. And it could also have, like I've had it before, where my rear pipe, like the exhaust itself, the packing in it gets worn down and it becomes really loud. So you have to, if you're not doing maintenance on your pipe, then it might become loud.
You don't want to be scaring Bambi.
Well, I wouldn't mind it. The amount of times that I've seen bears on the trail is unsettling.
And you think the loud pipes made a difference?
No, I think it confused them and stopped them dead in their tracks, and that's why I saw them.
I think it's
Huh.
loud.
Even tracks are thinking it's too loud. Like RMM in town, no. That's why I think the Canadian Superbike's not coming here, because they had to change almost the performance of their bikes to reflect the noise bylaws. And even Area 27 is thinking of bumping the noise limit down. So now people have to buy DB killers. And even with me racing this year, taking the cat off, putting the mid pipe, I have to be careful of, like, once you do that, you're so much louder, and I'd rather just race it the way it is. But yeah, it's a big thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, they're doing that mostly to save the weight, right? Take the cat off.
Take
Yeah.
the cat off, and then you get the belly pan to seal. But then you run a full exhaust, whatever. But it's just the loudness thing comes in. Then you stuff it all full of stuff, and then, well, there's all the benefit that you're buying for it. It's not there in the race world anyhow.
Anytime I hear about loud pipes, the only argument has been, but loud pipes save lives. Is there any
Yeah, they
other
don't.
argument? Is there any other argument?
They're really cool.
Well, of
You
course they
saved-
are.
Duh.
You save the life of the person who loves having them on their bike because they don't die of boredom.
Saves their lives.
Saving their mental health life.
And
Yeah,
that's
there you
why,
go.
and that's why there's so many people hanging on to that line. Loud pipes save lives, because that's the only hat they can have. They can hang their only hook they can hang their hat on. That's the only.
Well,
thing.
then we should just ride with our horns on all the time then.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
Loud pipes might save lives, but they don't save wallets. My thanks to Emily Roberts, Jim Pruner, and Trevor Deck. My name is Phoenix. On the next episode,
At least check your tire pressure before you go, because that's a big one, for gosh sakes.
I know.
you're listening to The Motorcycle Podcast, a presentation of L2R World. Discover more at www.l2rworld.com.